everybody. Peace, love, and blessings. I hope you're having a very good day. My day has been a little rocky, but most of all, it's been pretty good. I'm going to come with you guys today with a conversation about what's happening to our bodies when we digest certain foods. I'm seeing a lot with older people, how they have like a lot of mucus and things build up into their bodies, and a lot of inflammation in our body too. And this mainly comes from parasites. Now, the first time I ever heard of parasites was when I watched this animated show. And it was about this boy who a parasite was growing inside of his body, and then it took control of his hand. So like the parasite was controlling everything, all his emotions, how he was feeling. And that's kind of like what parasites really do in true life. I have the book definition. Let me read it exactly. It says an organism that lives in or on another organism that is the host, okay? Any parasite has to have a host. It's the human body, okay? This is how they're able to reproduce and get longer. And benefits by taking nutrients at the host's expenses. So basically, parasites give you the urge to eat a lot of bad food, a lot of junky food, just whatever you can get to at that time. And that's what it eats off as soon as it's digesting to your body. So, and people don't realize, like, you have well, everybody is born, like, with normal parasites. I mean, just when you're born into this atmosphere, okay? But we have a way of controlling it by what we put into our bodies. Now, it derives from the Greek word parasitos. 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 Okay, so para means alongside and cyto means food. So basically, when you put this Greek term together, it's basically like, let's say you got a table, okay? Everybody sits on the end of the table. What are they all doing? We're all eating off the table. So basically, that's what the Greek word means, alongside and food. So you're taking all the food alongside the body. So that's basically just what it means. I have like a gnat in here. It's like, oh my God, it's driving me crazy. Now, I have a few facts I'm going to read off, okay? Because there was a lot of things that I noticed that I wanted to make sure that I talked about in this conversation. Over 70% of parasites are microscope sizes. So that's what I mean. They're so tiny that they're on our outside of our bodies and on the inside, okay? You won't be able to see it just with the normal eye, okay? It'll take way more than that. And there's over 1,000 different types of parasites that we just know of. I mean, there's so many more in this world that we don't have a clue about yet. You know, it's so many of them. Now, I put down the main ways that parasites can enter into our body, okay? And I have all my notes to let you guys know I'm definitely serious about this. Okay, number one is from contaminated food and water. Okay, uncooked food. If something is overcooked terribly, undercooked is it's the worst. Your water, if you're getting water from undeveloped areas, like when I used to live in San Diego, whenever you used to go down to Mexico, Tijuana, or whatever, you would drink water or food or anything like that, you would get really sick. And it's just because it's in an undeveloped area. So their water isn't developed or being funneled or being cleaned the way that it is being in America. Uncooked food is uncooked meat, actually, is the most common one that people usually get really sick from and can get a lot of parasites in our bodies. Fruits and vegetables. It's really important that whenever you buy any fruits and vegetables from, I shop at Whole Food, or sometimes I go to a farmer's market that's like maybe about 15-20 minutes away from me, whenever I can do the distance to get there. But yes, when they're growing these fruits in all these large farms areas, you know, they spray so many chemicals on it to keep them looking juicy, to keep them looking bright. So you have to make sure that before you eat these fruits that you are, I mean, like literally, let me show you an example of what I mean. Let's say this is the apple, okay? You're rinsing in the water. I mean, like, you need to be, you know, like really scrubbing and rubbing, you know, make sure you get it all around. Just so you can make sure you're not digesting any of that stuff into our system, because when I really think about it, I used to just rinse my regular fruit just normally and not really realizing how many parasites could have gotten my body. And you have to understand, like, foods that are in cans, you have to empty them out of the can and rinse all of that extra juice out of it. It's not good to have that. I love red beans and rice so much. And I never rinse my beans for years. You know, you have to rinse your beans. And when I say rinse, I'm not mean soaking your beans overnight. That's a whole different level. I know you got to soften them up. I mean actually rinsing the liquid that was inside of the can. If you're getting canned beans, fresh beans is most importantly much better. But you still have to rinse those off too before you start soaking them or before you start eating them. So that's very, very important with cleaning off your fruits and vegetables. You can get them on the bottom of your feet. I am an advocate of walking around without any shoes on all the time. I'm a country girl, so I'm used to walking around, with no shoes on. But I was just saying in the beginning that over 70% are Microsoft sizes. So if you really think about that, so many germs that you're stepping on, those can be parasites. And it's so easy. Like, people have to understand that if you have parasites in your body, it's not something that's going to pop up. You're not going to have like this urging feeling where oh no, this is parasites, I need to get checked. No, it's not like that. These organisms live off you. So they're going to become one with you so they can keep living off of you. If that makes sense to you. See, and most importantly, you can get them from the bottom of your feet. You can get it from somebody who's not washing their hands. Usually when you get it from somebody who's not washing hands, you get a lot of parasites, eggs, because that's usually what's on the hand surface. So it's really, really important to make sure that you're washing your hands and you're touching other people that are washing your hands. Animals, whenever you take your dogs out to go use the restroom, you have to make sure that you are cleaning them off when they come back in there. And especially with the pets, like, we don't just get parasites. Our animals get parasites, and I wish dogs can talk, but, all dogs can't talk. But if we can really understand what's really going on with our dogs, a lot of it pertains to parasites too, especially going outside, having to use the bathroom and things like that. And last but not least, another one I have is traveling to foreign places. Like I was speaking at one of the I listed earlier was undeveloped areas, and you have to understand that when you travel to these foreign areas, sometimes that their water system is it's less developed than how it is in America. So if you get parasites from your water that you have in America, just imagine if you travel to a country or another place, how many more parasites are developed in that area. So you have to think about it from that way. It can be a whole lot. If you guys made it here, it means that you got to the end of my video. First, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to my video and get a little knowledge from me. I'm growing each day, and I'm getting more and more information that I am definitely going to share with the world. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The info will be in my bio. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and let me know what you think. Bye.